Flashpoint.
Hello, Flash fans, and welcome to another episode of Flashpoint. I am so delighted that you joined us. Thank you so much. And please, did you remember to remind somebody that Flashpoint is on? Viewers, you know that the only way that we know that you're supporting us is by introducing Flashpoint to each and every person that you see. Flashpoint is about motivating ourselves, encouraging ourselves, building ourselves up to do things that goes beyond limit. And today, today, you are going to be excited that you joined us today because we have a special guest for you today. Now, you know that we're about encouraging ourselves, number one. So we encourage ourselves, and when we see people doing big things in the society, we like to bring them up to the limelight and let you know exactly who they are. Now, we have a very special guest for you today. He is doing some big things in his community. Besides coming to view us today, he has his own restaurant that he built from the floor up. From the ground up, viewers. And that's the kind of things that we adore in Flashpoint. Today, we have no other but the person that owns Eazylife Restaurante. He's here with us today. I am so delighted. Mr. Olai.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome to Flashpoint.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Can I tell you that I'm so excited that, and just the name of the restaurant alone, Eazylife.
Eazylife is my grandfather's nickname.
Oh, so my God.
I had to relive it with him and, just take it the way he saw it.
And yes. Then you grabbed it.
Yes,
and then you put
take
it.
Life easy.
And it's shaking up the Bronx.
That's right.
All right. People, now I've introduced you to my guest, right? I want him to just tell us exactly what the restaurant is, where it's located, what kind of delicious cuisines we can find at that restaurant. So, Mr. Olai, please tell us exactly what the restaurant is about.
Okay. Eazylife Restaurant and Lounge is a restaurant in the Bronx owned by an African. We came to realize that America is becoming our home,
right?
And there is needs to establish in your home. It's an African cuisine that specializes in West African food, most especially Ghanaian and Nigerian food.
Oh, you know I'm going to tell you about the Ghanaian jollof, right? So prepare yourself.
I think the Nigerian one, though.
Oh, so no.
I guess we're going to have that challenge later.
Yes, we will. Yes,
so it's all about Nigerian and Ghanaian food,
right,
but cater to mostly West African. Yeah.
Oh, and trust me, right after we finish watching Flashpoint first, though. Then you rush to Eazylife because trust me, your taste buds is gonna be thanking you later. All right, but today we just want to get to know him a little bit, get to know his background, his motivation, what inspired him to come up with this Eazylife restaurant. So my first question to you, can I call you Osis?
Works better.
All right, cool. Where do you get the love for the restaurant? What inspired you to build the restaurant?
Okay, it started from the love of taking care of family. I actually come from a family of 5 boys, and I'm the oldest. And growing up, my parents depended on me to take care of them.
Right.
So that growth of trying to look out for everybody kind of just grew up in me. It took me to a career whereby I take care of sick people. I'm a respiratory therapist by trade. And that love of trying to see others happy and just see people satisfied,
right,
kind of took me to somewhere whereby I realized that we had a problem in our community, which was we didn't really have a nice restaurant and lounge whereby we can kick back as Africans to just, admire our own culture, where our people feel safe and secure to present who they are. So I said, you know what, this is all about taking care of the community, so let's solve that problem. Yeah.
I'm glad you shoved it in there. I was gonna ask you that, if you wasn't in the restaurant business, what would you be doing?
I'm a healthcare worker. I'm a respiratory therapist by trade.
So the love of taking care of people is embedded in you.
Yes. So
right?
I'll be doing that, yes.
Oh my God. And sometimes when creative people, I think that people that establish their own, they become entrepreneurs, right?
Correct.
They have a lot of creativity in their mind. There's a lot of things going on. I have to do this, I have to do that. How do you organize your time?
I think one thing is with owning your own business, entrepreneurship, like you said, is just having a vision.
Right.
Having a vision and a drive to succeed. and that kind of sets a pace whereby you prioritize yourself in the midst of what comes first. How do I achieve my goal, and what do I need to achieve my goal?
Right.
In that sequence, you start working towards it, and hopefully you get to the promised land.
I tell you, please, viewers, listen, because this is the steps of new beginnings, and before you know it, you up there, and then nobody can touch you. And I believe that that's one of your strengths. What are your strengths?
Okay, my major thing is that I have a fear of failure.
Dang.
The fear of failure keeps me up every day. I think we left home Africa for a reason.
Right.
So the idea of coming here not to achieve that reason we left, to me, is failure. So every day that I came to get, I have to achieve it. So that's one of my strengths.
I think that's most of our immigrants, everybody
Correct.
that have traveled from a different country to come to the United States, that's one of the biggest fears that they have,
right.
is failure. Because there's so much people depending on you.
Correct. It's a community.
It's a community depending on you to do something, feel great, and then, send back home.
That's right. That's right. So, you have to do it. If not, you're going to take a generation down.
So tell us, we have to do it. Tell us something. What are the secrets behind it? What are the secrets of getting to where you got?
I think first thing first is to be selfless.
Right.
Be selfless. Have a vision. Pick up yourself and say, what can I do to impact other people's life?
Right.
It comes to a point in your life, it's not just all about you, it's about your community. How do I give back?
Right.
Even if you follow the story of Jesus, he gave back. It wasn't all about him. It was all about giving back. Right. How do I feed my community? So in doing so, you start looking around and say, okay, what is the problem that I need to solve? Because if you look at most of the successful rich people today, talk about the Bill Gates, everybody wants Bill Gates and all the rich guys, they solve the problem in their community and their own time. So what is our community problem right now? What can we do? What can we do to make our community better?
Right.
So in doing so, you look around, and I realized that Eazylife was something that needed to be established in the Bronx, not just for the sake of food per se, or having somewhere to kick back and relax, to become a role model to the community, whereby we all can feel safe and have a positive environment to say, you know what, if Mr. Olaye can do it, I can do it.
You got it.
So now we become role models to each other, yes.
Yes. And getting to know ourselves and keeping the young kids out of trouble.
Definitely.
Because there's a place to go.
Where you see positive vibe, positive people, not just coming out there to feel like I have to be something, but just going there to get positive information and realize that there's actually glory, success, and achievement in hard work.
Right.
Not just the fast way. Knowing that if I put my time into it, something positive will come out of it.
Oh, absolutely. I so much agree with you on that. But I do know that, once you're striving for something, once you're trying to build something, make something great, there's always adversities. Definitely. There's always doubt, right? How did you handle those?
In life, they said all that glitter is not gold.
Tell me about it.
If life was that easy, there would be no reason for challenges.
Right.
So in my way of life, I think problems or challenges, I don't spend time on them. I spend time on solutions.
Right.
Because I always believe that problems are always going to be there.
They're always
going to be there. So as humans, as leaders in the society, our job is to fix problems. So the way I resolve my issue is I spend my time thinking of solutions
instead of
problems, because the problem is already there.
It's already there.
So if you know the problem is already there, the solution is already 50%. So the other 50% is to look for the full solution. So I don't dwell on problem, I dwell on solutions.
See, we do need great men like you in our community.
Thank you.
Because nowadays it's so easy for a person to fall down when the trials come. It seems to be no directions, and it's very very crucial that we have people like you to be role models for young Americans or young Africans Americans that are growing up, that think that hanging out in the corner of the street is all they can do. Or just, not going to school it's okay, I'm black, I'm expected to do that. That's what the community expect me to do.
We don't want to be in that stereotype.
No.
But remember, the same token, being able to outcome and overdo adversaries makes success worth it.
Right.
So success is not sweet if you don't conquer the problem.
That's right.
So when you can sit back and relax and have an easy life and say, you know what, we did it, makes it worth it.
Oh God, I'm beginning to understand the name of the restaurant now. I didn't understand it before, but I'm beginning to understand it.
Correct.
We're not gonna leave. Hold that thought. We'll be right back, viewers. We're gonna take a short break, and we'll see you in a minute. Your cup of tea is never complete with just any ordinary bread. Your sandwiches is never pleased without King's Bakery bread. Here at King's Bakery, we have your tea bread, your sugar bread, your butter bread, and your wheat bread. Rush and get your King's Bakery bread today. You can find your King's Bakery bread at any of our regular grocery stores. In our African markets, our Asian markets, our Spanish markets, anywhere you could find your King's Bakery bread. Pick one up today. I promise you will thank me later. King's Bakery, the #1 bread in town. Hello, Flash fans. We are back. Thank you so much for joining us. Viewers, you know that you can be part of Flashpoint fans, our family, on Facebook, also Instagram, Flashpoint174. And please do not forget to view in at our YouTube, because you know it's the only way you let us know that you are loving our program and you are supporting us. It's by sharing. So whenever you see us on your Facebook, share. Instagram, share. YouTube, also share. The key word is to just share. Okay, that's showing us your love. And please let me take a little moment to acknowledge our sponsors. We have King's Bakery, that is the #1 bakery in town. And also friends, family, if you're looking for a place of worship, trust me, House of Nisi is the place to be. The address, you asked me, is 448 East 173rd Street. Please join us. Trust me, your life will never be the same. The service starts each Sunday at 10 a.m. Mr. Olai,
Yes, ma'am.
we're still on you.
Yes.
We're still getting to know you and getting to get some easy life, right?
Sure.
Please, just give us a quick reminder of where the restaurant is located. We didn't talk about where the restaurant was located.
Eazylife is located on 1300 East to 22nd Street here in the Bronx.
Yes. And we can find many delicious cuisines. You know my favorite? I have to tell you, my favorite is the pepper soup.
Which one? The fish or the goat?
Oh, no. It have to be the goat meat too. It have to be the goat meat. And I have been requesting. I thought you was going to bring us some tasting stuff so we can just taste and let the people know how delicious the food is.
We'll save that for our audience. We'll let them do the competition. I'm still hung up on the jollof rice, you know.
Oh, please. There is no doubt. I mean, when it comes to jollof rice, I can't even speak on it anymore, because we all know that Ghana jollof is the best jollof. Ghana
So
jollof,
you know what?
Ghana jollof.
We're gonna present both. That's why we got both. Best of both worlds.
We can't go wrong with some Ghana jollof. Oh.
So audience, you're gonna do the judge.
Please leave the comments below, okay? Is it me, Ghana jollof, or Mr. Olai, Nigerian jollof? Okay? So if you know you're going with the Ghana jollof, remember the lady in the orange. It's all Ghana jollof. You see how the Ghana jollof is so orange? You know? That's when you know, you open it, the color, the taste. I'm telling you, you're missing out.
See, Nigerian jollof makes life easy.
Oh, so what you say, Ghana jollof makes life harder?
It's life. So Nigeria is easy. Ghana is life, so easy life.
Easy life. That's right. Okay, let's get back to point. All right, so earlier we was talking about, you inspiring the community, right? So that makes you a leader automatically.
Correct.
It makes you a leader. So how do you define a good leader?
A good leader is somebody who's selfless, who don't always think about themselves, or think about how to bring everybody along, and think about how everybody around them can be satisfied. It's not just you as an individual. It's how you impart people's life and build an empire that's self-sustained, whereby everybody is part of the link.
Right.
Keep it in mind that any of the weak link makes your empire
The whole
weak.
group weak.
So you gotta bring everybody along. Everybody needs to succeed. So there is no one person being better than the other person. Keep it in mind that the more your empire succeeds, the better your leadership is.
Right.
So as a leader, you're not judged by what you do. You're judged by what the people around you do.
Ah, excellent, excellent. You're not alone, right?
Yes.
It takes a whole village.
To build a community.
That's right.
Correct.
It takes a whole village. Now, you know, as an entrepreneur that you are, how do you, let's say 5 years from now, right? How do you plan on growing the business?
The plan is to turn Eazylife into a franchise whereby everyone in the community can benefit from it. So I'm not the kind of person that like to just, in Nigeria we say eat alone. I like to eat with others.
Right.
Whereby you alone cannot sustain the community. You need to reach out to others. So 5 years from now, I would like people to invest, come into the business, and let's take it out to Africans all over the place. And Americans in general, because so far we've admired other people's culture.
Right.
So let them feel a little African. And the only way we can do that is to spread it. Spread Eazylife all over the place and let people get a taste of our rich culture.
Because you know we're blowing up.
Of
I mean,
course.
Africa is like gold right now.
We're going back to where the world started. The world started in Africa. We're going back home.
They used to laugh at us before. But now,
Everybody wants to be African.
the tables are turned. And you know, a funny story, you know, back when I first came to this country, right? And I remember I was sitting, I went to class, and then I was sitting in class and the teacher asked me to read, right? So there this 10-year-old girl got up and I read with my hands behind my back, right? First of all, everybody's looking at me like, why did I get up with my hands behind my back? And then I started to read with my thickest African accent. Oh sis, I tell you, by the time class was over, I was completely the laughing stock of the entire school. Kids would tease you about, you know, your thick African accent.
We went through it.
You know, but now it's like we are taking over. You know, everybody's going back to their roots.
Right.
Everybody's going back to get a piece of the African dream, I say.
Because remember, at the end of the day, it's like going to work.
Yeah.
You always have to go back home.
You always have
So
to go back.
everybody's going back home. And Africa is home.
Africa is home.
Right.
Africa
Now,
is
if
home.
you look at the world today, that's where civilization started from.
Of course.
You know, I took some classes in school, and both from the music to the culture to the architecture, there's a trace of slavery back then.
Yeah.
Slavery came from Africa. So
Yeah.
all they did was expanded on what was already being done in Africa. So it's time for everybody to go back home.
Ah, God. And I'm so glad that you are one of the people that is introducing Africa to the world through African food.
Definitely, definitely. We need to, we need to appreciate where we come from.
Yeah, yeah.
our culture.
Before you ask somebody to try African food, like, ew, I don't eat that.
Because
I
a
don't
lot of
like
them, a lot of them had a different false sense of what Africa was.
Oh, and I have another one. Oh, you guys eat with your hands. No.
But today everybody eat with their hands.
They all want to try.
Everybody want to try.
Oh,
So now they kind of embracing the whole African family system, which they didn't know we're missing.
Right.
So now they're seeing that support system forefront, and they loving it.
Oh, good.
It's the music, the food, the fashion.
Yes.
Everybody want to be a part of it.
Oh, no, let's not go. The fashion, I'm gonna even have to bring you back for that one. So you wear your Nigerian fashion, and I also will wear my African fashion.
That is not
and me and you are gonna be competing back and forth. It's not just jollof rice, my friend.
That's no brainer. You know, Nigerian fashion is like.
My friend, please stop.
I will even design kente in Nigerian style. Don't worry.
No,
That's how much I'm going to take it.
My viewers, please leave the comments below, okay? Don't listen to horses. Leave the comments below. It's Ghana all the way. Eazylife.
You know it.
So now that we talk about the restaurant, what is kind of some of the marketing approach? How do you get your customers? How you grab them?
I go through a multifaceted approach, whereby like today, and also I reach out to community leaders and areas like churches and stuff, give out flyers. pay some other African entrepreneurs too, who are into the advertising business.
Right.
So we have to, it's a support system.
Support.
Who has to, help take Eazylife out there. We use Facebook and other social media approaches. So we're always open to ways to get ourselves out there. But so far, it's been working. And we also use an African delivery system. Can I mention their name?
Yes, of course.
We have this Ghanaian-owned African Dish Out, who's been a very serious supporter of Eazylife Restaurant and Lounge. They do a lot of our deliveries for us to make sure that we have an effective way of getting things out.
And I think that's one of our issues, being effective and being punctual, being, that's it. So if we have something or somebody that can help us in that direction, our marketing system will really, really improve.
That's right. And believe it or not, we're doing it.
We're doing it. We're doing it. And we're having fun doing it.
That's right. We just have to sell it out there for people to see. Yes. Push it.
And we're looking good while we're doing it.
That's right. We're doing it. Good. Yeah.
Okay, I'm enjoying this conversation so much that I don't want to go on break, but we have to pay some bills. Viewers, we will be right back. Hi Flash fans, and welcome back. I am so happy that you're still with us. Please remain in your seat and do not move. Please remember, support us on Facebook, YouTube, our Instagram. Please join us there and let this program grow. We can only grow through you helping out, through you sharing everything that you see. And please, giving a little time to our sponsors that we have, and now I have to introduce you. Well, maybe you guys didn't know that we have a new sponsor, that is Eazylife. So please, really, now I'm gonna be digging you guys and poking you guys. Have you eaten anything from Eazylife? Have you visited Eazylife? Make sure that you support Eazylife, because when you're supporting Eazylife, you're supporting Flashpoint. You support Flashpoint, you supporting Eazylife. Okay, so please make sure that you visit Eazylife, and trust me, your taste buds is gonna thank you. Trust me, it's gonna thank you. So let's get back to our business, Mr. Olai. We're back in talking about Eazylife. Now, you and I live in the Western world. We live with all these people from so many different countries. We have so many different nationalities, everybody, and especially in New York. New York is known to be the melting pot of the entire world. How do you think that they are gonna be able to grasp this African dishes that we putting out there? How they gonna accept it? How they gonna come to love our dishes?
Good question. New York is a diverse society, and that diversity is what we're going to capitalize on. And remember, African food is a food that is made from the scratch, from pure organic materials from back home, natural herbs, organic meat, a lot of vegetables. So in the modern day today, whereby health is a big factor, everybody want to be healthy.
Right.
Actually getting food with no additives, that it's cooked from natural herbal supplies stores,
right,
it's a big deal.
Yeah.
And also the natural seasonings from Africa that people even now customize to be their seasoning.
Yes.
You're able to get it firsthand.
Yes.
Like you said, your taste buds cannot refuse it.
Yes.
So they're gonna like it. That diversity we're gonna capitalize on.
We have to find a way to grab them, right? To stop them from eating too much unhealthy
stuff. Come
things.
back to home-like food.
Yes.
Home-like food.
Yes. But you see, even not to say anything against black people, the Caucasians, they are more in tune in eating organic stuff.
That's right.
Eating more healthy stuff. And I don't know why it gets so difficult for us as black people to love food that are made from rich organic things,
The thing is, sometimes you can't love what you don't know.
Yeah.
So that's where we come in.
Yes.
So it's now our duty to take it to our family and friends and the diverse society of New York that we live in, both black, white, Hispanics, and everybody. To taste our culture, and once you taste it, there's no going back.
Just like everything.
That's right. They will realize the authenticity of African food.
Exactly.
All natural, healthy. The key word is home-like food.
Home-like
That
food.
grandma's kitchen.
Yes. Oh Lord, and who don't want to be in grandma's kitchen when she's cooking?
Yeah, that's where we're going.
That is where we're going. I mean, it's so, for us as Africans, it's easier for us to love it because we know what it takes to put in it,
Correct.
how it's done and everything about it, we know, right? But for some unknown person that have no idea about any African cuisines, how it's made, where we get our ingredients, it's really, really difficult for them to grasp or to understand where it is, where it's coming from, and for people like you to come out with a restaurant like this to make it available for everybody. I mean, kudos to you, because it's a great thing that you're doing for our community, not just you.
Thank you.
So I just wanted to ask you another question. For the little boy that is sitting in grandma's kitchen,
Okay.
right, thinking about watching this and thinking about, oh, I want to be just like Mr. Olai when I grow up. What kind of inspirational words can you tell them?
Okay, what I say is that life is all about a dream. Life is a journey. Have that dream as to what you want to become,
Right.
not just for you, but for your community. How can you impact other people's life
Right.
and work towards your dream?
Yeah,
'Cause remember they say when you don't know where you're coming from,
you don't know where
you don't know where you're going, and you're lost.
Yeah,
So being in that grandma's kitchen and see how grandma makes sure she deliberately puts every spice in that food for you to lick your fingers. Remember what we used to do?
Oh yes.
Don't forget that.
Oh, you used to do it too.
Of course, because grandma's food you couldn't resist. So, but one thing you have to know about grandma was grandma's mission
Yes.
was to make sure that we were well fed.
Yes.
Grandma wanted to make sure we're in that kitchen all the time. So
Yeah.
the same passion and devotion grandma put in there to see us satisfied.
Right.
If you mimic that and add that to your dream, you surely will succeed.
Ah, my God, please. Viewers, I hope that you're paying attention. And please, this is why it's important to make viewing Flashpoint a family thing, because we are so much about inspiring people to get to the level that they didn't even dream of getting. Letting them know that there's no obstacle that can stand in their way of achieving anything that they want to achieve in life. Am I right?
You are your own limitations. You are like we always say at work, nobody ever went to jail for doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Okay?
Say it again. Nobody ever went to jail for doing the right thing.
You are your own limiter. If you limit yourself, you'll be limited.
Right.
Remember the American slogan, military slogan says, be all you can be.
Be all you can be.
So if you buy into that, then sky is your limit.
Sky is your limit.
Yeah.
Sky
So
is your limit.
you figure out how far you want to go.
See, we need more positive people like you. We need more positive people like you to explain to our young ones, especially in our own community,
Definitely.
what great limits they can achieve.
Definitely.
It's such an awesome experience. I am so glad that you joined us today.
Thank you
so much for
Thanks,
taking out your time. And I know you're a busy man. I know you're extremely busy, but I just want to thank you so much for taking the time out to come in on Flashpoint, to let us experience you and experience everything that you doing in your community, to help us, to introduce us, the people that are known about, different kind of food, different kind of cuisines, different kind of lifestyle in general, because our food is a lifestyle,
That's correct.
So letting everybody know and where they can be able to come in contact with difference, because diversity is what runs this world.
That's right.
And being able to put us in there, please, you're putting us on the map. Although I hope that you have a Ghana map in your restaurant.
One way to find out.
You have to visit Eazylife.
Now, just one last thing though.
What do you say?
Viewers, don't forget, you have to support Flashpoint. Because
That's
Flashpoint
right.
brought us together now. You bringing me and the viewer together.
Yes.
So we have to sustain Flashpoint
Yes.
to give more to our community.
Right.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Viewers, you have heard. Now, you know that Flashpoint is all about encouraging each other. And we are here today to encourage what our brother is doing in our community. He's taking Africa to a different place, to a different height. And he's doing that through cooking, through cuisines. And the only place that you can get that delicious cuisine is Eazylife. So please remember yourself to take a trip to Eazylife restaurant. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. Believe me when I tell you, it'll thank you, and you will keep going back for more and more and more and more. Thank you so much for viewing with us today. Like I always say, I'm never gonna stop saying for you to share to everybody. Leave all the comments that you have below. Trust me, when you support Flashpoint or when you support Eazylife, you're not just supporting just anything. You're supporting a whole community. You're supporting us as Black people, as African American people, as African people in general, helping each and everyone to raise ourselves to the highest limit. Thank you so much for viewing with us. We will see you in a flash.